Every stage of life offers us a new lesson. For those beyond the age of 60, the body whispers in ways it once did not. The legs, which once carried us with effortless strength, now ask for greater care and attention. In the tradition of mindful living, we learn that true strength is not only built in the muscles but also in the choices we make every day. Today I will share with you 3 simple yet powerful vitamins. These are not just supplements, but keys that unlock vitality, stability, and confidence in your movement. By nurturing your body in this way, you honor both your past efforts and your future possibilities. Let us explore how these essential nutrients can help your legs regain strength, balance, and endurance, allowing you to walk the path of life with energy and dignity. When we speak of strength, most people imagine powerful arms, broad shoulders, or a firm grip. Yet true strength for those over 60 begins with the legs, the foundation of balance, stability, and independence. And one of the most overlooked allies for strong legs is not a heavy weight in the gym, but a simple nutrient: vitamin D. Vitamin D is often called the sunshine vitamin. Just as the morning sun rises to awaken the world, this vitamin awakens the body's ability to absorb calcium, the mineral that fortifies our bones. Without it, the bones, like an old wooden bridge left in the rain, begin to weaken, lose stability, and eventually break. For a senior, a single fall can mean not only physical pain, but also a deep loss of confidence in one's movement. This is why vitamin D is not just a nutrient, it is a protector of independence. In the philosophy of mindful living, we say the root must be strong for the branches to flourish. The legs are those roots, and vitamin D nourishes them. Without it, the legs weaken, balance falters, and even simple steps can feel uncertain. But when we restore it, we do not just strengthen bones, we restore trust in our own body. Imagine walking across a path with firm ground beneath you, instead of trembling earth. That is what vitamin D provides. For seniors, one of the great challenges is that natural vitamin D production declines with age. The skin, once efficient at transforming sunlight into this precious nutrient, grows slower in its work. Many older adults spend less time outdoors, shielded from the sun by lifestyle, weather, or health concerns, and so, quietly, without much notice, a deficiency develops. Legs may begin to ache, muscles feel heavier, fatigue settles in. It is not just age. It is the body signaling a lack of this essential ally. But the beauty of mindful practice is awareness. When you know what the body asks for, you can answer by increasing vitamin D through sun exposure, diet, or supplementation. You give back to your legs what they need most: stability and resilience. Consider the sun itself. To the Shaolin monks, the sun is more than light. It is a teacher. It rises each day without fail, shining equally on all things. When we expose ourselves to its rays, we invite energy, warmth, and balance into our system. Just 15 to 20 minutes of sunlight on the skin can begin to replenish vitamin D. For seniors, this practice is not just biological but spiritual. A moment to stand in nature, breathe deeply, and remember that strength comes from both the inner and outer world. Yet, sunlight alone may not be enough. The body, like a temple, requires offerings from many directions. Foods rich in vitamin D, such as salmon, sardines, or fortified dairy, can help fill the gap. Even mushrooms, when exposed to sunlight, carry this gift within them. And when the diet cannot provide enough, supplementation becomes the mindful choice. But let us be clear, taking vitamin D is not about swallowing a pill and expecting miracles. It is about aligning your body with its natural needs. The supplement only works when combined with movement. A bone, no matter how well nourished, remains weak without pressure, without the stimulus of action. This is why mindful walking, gentle squats, or balance exercises are essential partners to vitamin D. The nutrient provides the material, the practice shapes it into strength. In martial practice, we often speak of grounding. A warrior without grounding is like a tree without roots, easily pushed, easily broken. For seniors, grounding comes not from fighting techniques, but from the ability to stand tall, walk steadily, and rise from a chair without fear. Vitamin D, together with mindful movement, is what strengthens these roots. There is also another aspect often ignored, the mind. When someone knows they are nourishing their body with care, the mind grows more confident. Fear of falling, fear of weakness, fear of aging, these fears diminish. With every step, there is trust. My legs will carry me, my body supports me. This mental strength is as important as the physical because the body follows the mind and the mind follows the body. Both must be strengthened together. Some may ask, how fast will I feel the difference? The answer is both simple and profound. Nature does not rush. Yet everything is accomplished. Within weeks, with consistent vitamin D intake, the body begins to restore what was missing. Bones absorb more calcium, muscles regain energy, and steps feel lighter. But the real transformation comes with time, with discipline, with daily practice. Just as a river carves stone, not in a day but in years, vitamin D shapes the body slowly but surely. For those over 60, it is not about chasing youth. It is about honoring the present body, giving it what it needs to serve you in this stage of life. Every sunrise you witness, every walk you take, every breath you draw, these are treasures. By taking care of your legs through vitamin D, you extend the gift of independence, so you may continue to enjoy these treasures fully. So when you hear the phrase, take vitamin D for stronger legs, do not think of it as medical advice alone. Think of it as a practice of self-respect. Just as you water a plant to keep it alive, you nourish your body so that it may carry you gracefully on your journey. In the Shaolin tradition, we say, the journey of 1,000 miles begins beneath your feet. For seniors, that journey continues, not with fear, not with weakness, but with the steady, grounded strength that vitamin D helps to build. Stand in the sunlight, nourish your body, move with awareness, and let your legs carry you strongly wherever life invites you to walk. In life, there are visible strengths and invisible ones. We see the muscles, the bones, the skin, but what allows them to move, to respond, to carry us through our daily journey is often hidden. It lies deep within the nerves, like silent messengers traveling endlessly between mind and body. For seniors, especially after 60, one of the most essential guardians of this hidden strength is vitamin B12. If vitamin D is the sunlight that strengthens the structure of the body, then vitamin B12 is the spark of energy that lights it from within. Without this spark, the body may still stand, but it will lack vitality. Movements grow slower. The legs may feel heavy, the steps less certain. Fatigue appears, not because the person has walked too far, but because the body has lost the efficiency to create energy. This is the quiet whisper of B12 deficiency. Vitamin B12 is a powerful nutrient that plays a central role in keeping the nervous system alive and strong. Imagine the nervous system as the vast network of roads connecting a great city. Messages travel on these roads, signals of strength, balance, and sensation. When B12 is sufficient, the roads are smooth, clear, and fast. But when it is missing, the roads begin to break apart. Signals become delayed, confused, or even lost. For the senior, this translates into numbness in the feet, tingling in the legs, weakness when trying to stand, or imbalance while walking. What appears as a simple stumble may in truth be a deeper breakdown of these inner roads. In the Shaolin tradition, We often remind ourselves the external cannot survive without the internal. Strong legs are not only about muscles or bones, they require the unseen flow of energy from the nerves. Vitamin B12 ensures this flow. It protects the myelin sheaths, the delicate covering around nerves that allows signals to travel swiftly. Without it, communication between brain and body becomes slow, uncertain, like a lantern flickering in the wind. And when the nerves weaken, even the strongest muscle cannot perform with confidence. Another gift of B12 lies in its role in producing red blood cells. These cells are the carriers of oxygen, the life breath of every muscle. Without enough red blood cells, a condition known as anemia develops. The body may then feel constantly tired, restless after even short walks, the legs unable to respond with energy. For seniors, this is often mistaken as just aging, but the mindful practitioner asks, is it really age, or is the body asking for B12? Unlike vitamin D, which the body can create with sunlight, vitamin B12 must come from food or supplementation. Traditionally, it is found in animal-based sources: fish, meat, eggs, dairy. But many seniors reduce these foods with age, sometimes for health reasons, sometimes from reduced appetite. And so, without knowing it, deficiency becomes more common after 60. For those who follow a vegetarian or vegan path, the risk is even higher. Mindful awareness teaches us that nourishment must match our stage of life. If the diet cannot provide enough, supplementation becomes a wise act of balance. Now let us reflect on the essence of energy. In martial practice we call it Qi, the life force. In modern science we call it cellular energy, generated within the mitochondria. Vitamin B12 is one of the keys that unlocks this energy. It helps the body transform food into fuel, giving vitality not only to the legs but to the entire being. A senior who takes B12 consistently often notices that walking becomes easier, fatigue lessens, the mind feels clearer, and balance improves. Yet, just like with vitamin D, B12 cannot work in isolation. It is part of a system. When you feed the body with this nutrient, you must also engage in movement that awakens the nerves and muscles. Simple practices, standing meditation, mindful walking, or gentle leg exercises help the nervous system stay alive. Imagine a flowing river. Even if you give the river fresh water, if it does not move, it stagnates. The nerves too must be engaged, exercised, reminded of their purpose. For seniors, there is also the mind-body connection to consider. A deficiency in B12 can affect mood, sometimes leading to sadness, confusion, or forgetfulness. The mind may grow restless, and the body may feel weaker. This is why replenishing B12 is not only about strong legs, it is about a strong spirit. When the mind clears, confidence returns. And with confidence, every step taken feels lighter, more certain. Some may ask, how will I know if I need B12? The body always speaks, but we must listen. Tingling in the feet, weakness when standing, constant tiredness, pale skin, forgetfulness. These are all voices of the body asking for nourishment. A mindful person does not ignore these voices. They investigate, they provide what is missing, and they restore harmony. In practical terms, seniors can support B12 by including more foods like salmon, tuna, eggs, or dairy, if diet allows. For those who cannot, supplements or B12 injections may be recommended. But remember, it is not the pill itself that creates strength. It is the combination of proper nourishment, mindful movement, and daily awareness that transforms the body. The Shaolin Path reminds us that strength is not about how much force you can exert in a single moment, but about how consistently you can move through life. Vitamin B12 is a companion on this path, ensuring that your steps are steady, your breath is strong, and your energy is renewed. For seniors, the greatest fear is often not aging but losing independence, the ability to walk without help, to climb stairs, to move freely. By honoring vitamin B12, you are not simply supporting your legs, you are protecting your freedom, your dignity, your ability to continue walking your path without hesitation. So let us see vitamin B12 not just as a nutrient, but as a bridge between the invisible and the visible. It nourishes the hidden roads of the nerves, fills the blood with oxygen, and fuels the muscles with energy. With it, the body feels alive, the legs regain power, and the spirit walks with greater ease. And when you rise in the morning, stand tall and take your first step of the day. Remember that each step is a gift. Nourish the body with wisdom, move with mindfulness, and allow vitamin B12 to serve as one of the silent guardians of your journey. In the journey of life, strength is not only built from the bones and the nerves, but also from the connections that hold everything together. Imagine a bridge. Its structure relies not only on the steel beams and the road itself, but on the strong cables that bind it. For the human body, especially for seniors over 60, these cables are the tendons, ligaments, and connective tissues that keep the muscles joined to the bones, ensuring every step is steady. And the silent guardian of these connections is vitamin C. Vitamin C is often known for its ability to protect against illness, a shield against colds and weakness. But in truth, its role extends much deeper. It is the foundation of collagen production, the very substance that gives strength and elasticity to the tissues of the legs. Without collagen, muscles weaken, joints ache, and the steps of life grow unsteady. With collagen, however, the body regains resilience, just as bamboo bends in the wind without breaking. For a senior, the legs are not just tools for walking. They are the foundation of freedom, to rise from a chair, to climb stairs, to walk into the sunlight. All of this requires tissues that are flexible, strong, and alive. Vitamin C nourishes these tissues, ensuring they do not wither or weaken prematurely. It is like oil for the hinges of a great door, keeping movement smooth, preventing stiffness, and extending the life of the structure. In mindful practice, we often speak of harmony. The body, the mind, and the spirit must be in balance. Vitamin C is harmony for the cells. It does not act alone, but works with other nutrients, with the immune system, and with the body's natural healing processes. When the muscles of the legs are strained, when the joints are stressed, vitamin C steps in quietly to repair and rebuild. It is a healer, a restorer, a constant companion in the recovery of strength. Another truth about vitamin C lies in its power as an antioxidant. Just as rust can corrode metal, so too can oxidative stress weaken the cells of the body. For seniors, this process accelerates, leading to muscle fatigue, slower recovery, and increased inflammation. Vitamin C, like a gentle rain washing dust from the air, clears away these harmful elements. It protects the muscles from damage, allowing them to remain strong and capable even with age. In this way, it does not only build strength, it preserves it. Think of a senior who wishes to take a walk in the park. Without vitamin C, the legs may ache from joint pain, the muscles may recover slowly, and fatigue may overshadow the joy of walking. But when the body is nourished with this nutrient, the tissues respond with vitality. The walk becomes not a struggle, but a pleasure. The body feels lighter, the steps more certain, the mind more at peace. The sources of vitamin C are abundant, and nature provides them generously. Oranges, berries, kiwis, bell peppers, and leafy greens all carry within them the essence of renewal. For seniors, incorporating these foods is not only a matter of nutrition, but of mindfulness. Each piece of fruit, each vegetable consumed, is a conscious act of honoring the body. In the Shaolin philosophy, even the act of eating becomes practice. To chew slowly, to taste fully, to recognize the gift of nourishment. This transforms food from mere calories into medicine for the spirit. Yet, vitamin C is water-soluble, which means the body does not store it for long. This teaches us an important lesson. What matters is consistency. Just as one cannot breathe deeply only once and expect calmness forever, one cannot take vitamin C once and expect lasting strength. It must be renewed daily with intention, like a practice of meditation. Each day a little more is added, and slowly the body is fortified. Beyond physical repair, vitamin C also supports the immune system, protecting seniors from infections that often slow recovery and steal energy. A body fighting constant illness cannot focus on building strength. But with the immune system fortified, energy flows more freely to the muscles and bones. It is as if the guards of the body are strengthened, allowing the workers inside to rebuild without disturbance. For the legs in particular, vitamin C has a quiet but profound role. When combined with exercise, gentle walks, balance training or stretching, it ensures that the micro tears in the muscles heal faster and stronger. Instead of weakness, there is adaptation. Instead of soreness, there is resilience. The cycle of effort and recovery becomes smoother, and the senior begins to notice the legs do not tire as quickly, the joints do not ache as deeply, and recovery does not take as long. But let us remember, as with all things, balance is key. Too little vitamin C leads to weakness and frailty, but excess does not create limitless strength. Nature teaches moderation. Just as too much water can drown a plant, so too can overindulgence burden the body. The mindful path is the middle way, enough to nourish, never so much as to overwhelm. Beyond the body, there is also the mind. When the body feels weak, the mind becomes doubtful. But when the body heals, when steps feel stable, the mind becomes calm. Vitamin C, though invisible, provides this confidence. It is not only a vitamin, it is a reassurance to the senior. Your body can still recover. Your strength is not lost. Your journey continues. The Shaolin Way reminds us, healing is not an act of force, but of alignment. By aligning the body with its needs, by listening and responding, we allow natural strength to re-emerge. Vitamin C is one of those needs, a simple but powerful reminder that small, consistent actions build great results. So, for the senior seeking stronger legs, remember this truth. Strength is not only in the muscle, but in the fibers that hold everything together. Vitamin C strengthens those fibers. It rebuilds what time has worn down. It shields what is fragile, and it restores what was lost. When you next enjoy an orange, a handful of berries, or a simple salad, see it not just as food, but as medicine for your legs, for your freedom, for your life. With each bite, you are choosing to honor the path you still walk. And so with vitamin C, the legs are not merely sustained. They are renewed. The steps you take are not just movement, but expressions of life's ongoing strength. Walk mindfully, nourish consistently, and let your legs carry you forward with resilience and grace. Strength does not arise from one source alone. In the Shaolin path, we often say, the left hand cannot clap without the right. Life is built upon connections, upon harmony between different forces. For seniors over 60, the secret to stronger legs is not found in vitamins alone, nor in exercise alone. It lies in the marriage of the two, in the synergy between nourishment and movement. Imagine a seed. No matter how rich the soil, the seed cannot grow without water and sunlight. In the same way, vitamins and nutrients provide the soil, but it is movement, mindful, deliberate movement, that acts as the water and the sun. Without nutrition, the body cannot repair itself. Without movement, the body cannot grow stronger. Together they create transformation. Consider vitamin D, B12, and C. The three companions we have already explored. They are like raw materials given to the craftsman, but the craftsman must shape them, must work with them, must use his hands to bring forth something new. Exercise is that shaping. When a senior nourishes the body with vitamins and then engages in movement, the body recognizes the signal. We are needed, we must adapt, we must grow, and so the legs respond. Muscles tighten, bones absorb calcium more efficiently, nerves fire more effectively. If one relies only on vitamins without movement, the body remains passive, like a warehouse filled with materials but no builders. And if one relies only on movement without vitamins, it is like a builder with no wood or stone. Both paths alone are incomplete. Together they bring strength, balance, and resilience. For the senior, this truth is especially important. After 60, the body does not respond to stress the way it once did. Recovery is slower. Injuries are more common. Energy may feel less abundant. But by combining proper nutrition with gentle, mindful movement, one creates a path that is sustainable, safe, and deeply effective. Let us look deeper into this harmony. When you walk under the morning sun, you receive vitamin D through the skin, but as you move, the bones sense the pressure of your steps. This pressure signals the body to use that vitamin D to strengthen the bone structure. Without walking, the signal would not come, and the vitamin would lie dormant. The simple act of walking in the sunlight then becomes both a spiritual practice and a biological necessity. The same is true of vitamin B12. It nourishes the nerves, fuels energy, and creates red blood cells. But when you practice balance exercises, lifting one leg, standing tall, focusing your breath, you engage the nervous system. The body demands quicker signals, more oxygen, more energy, B12 responds, and the cycle of communication between brain and legs becomes sharper. In stillness, the nerves weaken. In mindful movement, they awaken. And with vitamin C, the story repeats. Collagen strengthens the tendons, ligaments, and connective tissues. But when you stretch, when you squat gently, when you rise and sit mindfully, you place gentle stress on those tissues. The body repairs and rebuilds them stronger, using the vitamin C as material. If no movement comes, the tissues stiffen and weaken. Movement gives the nutrient a purpose. This is the deeper meaning of synergy. One element without the other is incomplete. Together they create wholeness. But this path is not only physical, it is also mental. For seniors, one of the greatest obstacles is not the weakness of the body, but the fear of movement. After a fall or after years of reduced activity, the mind begins to whisper, "Be careful, stay still." Movement is dangerous, yet it is stillness that accelerates decline. By combining nutrition with gentle, mindful exercise, confidence grows again. The body feels supported, the legs feel stronger, and the mind learns to trust once more. This trust is as important as the nutrients themselves. The Shaolin monks often practice slow, flowing movements, not for battle, but for awareness. These movements teach the body to remain supple, teach the mind to remain calm. For seniors, such practices are invaluable. Tai Chi, Qigong, or even simple mindful walking after a nourishing meal. These are the bridges between nutrition and strength. Every step becomes a meditation, every breath a reminder of life's continuity. Practical wisdom can also be applied. After taking vitamin C through fruits or vegetables, practice gentle stretching to aid collagen repair. After receiving sunlight for vitamin D, engage in a short walk or light resistance exercise to strengthen bones. After ensuring sufficient B12, practice balance training or light strength work to awaken the nerves and muscles. Each nutrient becomes a partner in the act of movement. Each movement becomes an invitation for the nutrient to do its work. The path is not about intensity. It is not about lifting heavy weights or running fast. It is about constancy. Small steps repeated daily are greater than rare bursts of effort. The body after 60 thrives, not on extremes but on gentle, consistent practice. A mindful routine nourished by proper vitamins is like tending a garden each day, watering, caring, protecting. Over time, the garden flourishes. We must also recognize the beauty of rhythm. The body loves rhythm. The rhythm of eating, the rhythm of moving, the rhythm of resting. When vitamins are taken consistently, when movement follows daily, the body learns to adapt. Just as the sun rises each day, the body finds stability in routine. This stability becomes strength, and this strength becomes freedom. And so the lesson is clear. Nutrition provides the foundation, movement awakens the foundation, and together they build a temple of strength. For the senior, this temple is not a place of worship, but the body itself. Strong legs allow you to continue your journey, whether it is walking with loved ones, playing with grandchildren, or simply standing in the garden to feel the wind. The union of vitamins and movement is not only a matter of science, it is a matter of philosophy. It teaches us that no element in life stands alone. Just as day requires night, as inhaling requires exhaling, strength requires both nourishment and practice. So when you take your vitamins, do not see them as isolated capsules or foods. See them as partners in your practice. And when you walk, stretch, or breathe deeply, do not see it as mere exercise. See it as the moment when nutrition becomes life. The Shaolin Path reminds us harmony is the key to longevity. In harmony, the body thrives. In harmony, the legs grow stronger. And in harmony, even after 60, the journey of life continues with vitality, stability, and grace. In the Shaolin way, we are taught that wisdom is not only about solving problems when they appear, but about preventing them before they arise. A master once said, to sharpen your sword only after the battle begins is already too late. For seniors over 60, this lesson carries deep meaning. The true path to stronger legs and indeed a stronger life lies not only in recovery but in prevention. Longevity is built step by step, not in a single moment. The legs, which carry us from childhood into old age, are a record of our journey. When they grow weak, it is not only the body that suffers, it is the freedom of the spirit to prevent this decline, is to honor independence, dignity, and joy in the later years. And prevention is not about waiting until weakness arrives. It is about nourishing the body, mind, and spirit long before the crisis. Vitamins, such as D, B12, and C are not magic pills, they are guardians. They do not wait for the illness or the injury to appear. They stand ready, fortifying the bones, feeding the nerves, repairing the tissues so that the troubles of age are softened before they take root. In this way, prevention is not a cure. It is a shield. It is a way of telling the body, I respect you enough to protect you before harm comes. Longevity is not only about living longer. It is about living better. A long life without strength in the legs is a life spent in fear. Fear of falling, fear of depending on others, fear of losing freedom. True longevity means to walk with steady steps, to rise from a chair without assistance, to climb stairs without hesitation. And this quality of life is built not in one day, but in the daily choices we make. Let us reflect. Every day you choose what to eat, how to move, and how to think. These choices may seem small, but over months and years, they shape your future. To take vitamin D today is to prevent a fracture tomorrow. To nourish the nerves with B12 today is to avoid numbness and imbalance in the years ahead. To strengthen the tissues with vitamin C today is to preserve mobility and flexibility for the future. Prevention is built upon these small repeated acts. The Shaolin monks often practice forms for hours, repeating the same motion again and again. To an outsider, it may look unnecessary. But the monk understands repetition creates mastery and mastery creates freedom. In the same way, prevention may feel quiet and invisible. Taking vitamins, walking daily, eating fruits and vegetables, breathing deeply. But these repeated actions become mastery over your own health. And mastery of health becomes freedom in old age. There's also a mental side to prevention. Many seniors tell themselves, I am too old to change. But prevention teaches the opposite. It is never too late. Every step taken toward health creates ripples. Even if you begin at 60, 70 or beyond, you still give your body tools to resist decline. The act of prevention itself builds hope. And hope is a medicine as powerful as any nutrient. Longevity also requires harmony with nature. Too often modern life pulls us away from the natural rhythms of sun, movement and rest. Seniors may spend days indoors, cut off from light, disconnected from activity. Yet the body remembers its roots, it thrives with sunlight. It awakens with fresh air, it restores with mindful breathing. Prevention, therefore, is also about returning to simplicity. Walk in the sun for vitamin D, eat natural foods for vitamin C, rest well to support the nervous system nourished by B12. Each act is a return to balance, to what the body was always designed to do. Another truth is patience. Prevention is not dramatic. It does not give immediate results like medicine after pain begins. Instead, it works quietly, slowly, invisibly. Like the growth of a tree, it cannot be seen day to day, but over years it becomes undeniable. The senior who practices prevention may not notice the strengths they have gained, but others will notice that they walk more steadily, recover more quickly, and live more freely. In martial training, we protect the body not only by building strength, but by avoiding unnecessary injury. This is prevention in practice. For seniors, the same principle applies. It is not enough to strengthen the legs after a fall. You must prevent the fall. Stronger bones, nourished nerves, flexible tissues, and consistent movement are the unseen armor. Prevention is the art of not needing to fight because the enemy never arrives. And what of longevity? The word itself is often misunderstood. Longevity does not mean simply counting more years on the calendar. It means expanding the quality of each year. A long life without mobility, without independence, without joy is not true longevity. True longevity is the ability to bend down to pick up a grandchild, to walk into the garden, to join family at the table without relying on others. Strong legs are not about vanity. They are about freedom. For seniors, prevention is a gift to oneself, but also to loved ones. When you care for your legs, your health, your independence, you reduce the burden on your family. You give them peace of mind that you are strong, stable, and capable. This too is a form of love. To care for your health is to care for those who walk beside you. So the wisdom of prevention is simple. Strengthen before weakness, protect before injury, nourish before deficiency. Combine vitamins with mindful movement, patience with consistency, and your legs will carry you with stability long into the years ahead. The Shaolin path teaches us the journey does not end until the walker stops walking. By practicing prevention and seeking true longevity, you ensure that your journey continues not in fear, but in freedom. Your legs remain steady, your spirit remains light, and your life remains open to every step that awaits.